Okay, we got our wrist pins in, everything's all connected. Let's go ahead and put our piston rings on. Now, I got a couple of these done already, but I mean, this thing's actually pretty straightforward. So here, Molly, when you go ahead and get this, it shows how everything's supposed to be oriented. This thing will focus. There. So we went ahead and get everything set up as the instructions say. Now, like I said before, I have already went ahead and these have been gapped properly. So we got half of them done already. Let's go ahead and keep moving on. Get everything all separated here. After doing a couple of these things, I've kind of figured out it's easier to go ahead and get your oil scraper ring on. Put this on first. You do want to be delicate with this stuff because, I mean, sure these things are kind of tough, but I really like to not break anything. So kind of get that. And what I'll do, what I found out, is run this up just a little bit. I'll run like a groove above it till we get our expansion ring in, which is this guy. We'll get this one set. Slide that one into place. Just like so. And we'll bring in our other scraper. This will be the bottom one. So go back to our instructions. See where that says, once they have the gap on this side. Something like this. And a lot of this stuff is very tedious work, which, you know, is what it is. Make sure we do everything right, make sure everything's oriented properly. Go ahead and move this one around. Then we'll drop it into place. It's kind of go in there, and we will just run it around, and boom, just like that. Exactly where we want to be. Okay, go ahead and we're going to take our bottom ring, bottom compression ring, which is this one. Yes. So take that, our little Molly indicator that goes up. That is set in place in its correct location. See, these ones have a lot of tension squishing out, which is obviously what we want. Go ahead and get our other one. Roll that into place. And boom. Just like that. Now we'll recheck the orientation of these rings because these the gaps need to be in a certain position, as I showed you guys, but we'll go ahead and set that stuff final. We go to put these into the bores because it's pretty loose on there, it's just going to jiggle around. Okay, that's it. Time for a lunch break. We're all set up and ready to go in. All right, we're about ready to go ahead and get these pistons installed. But first, we're going to take some ATF here. We're going to put it on a rack and we're going to wipe down these cylinders just to make sure everything is absolutely clean. I got a little bit of that's assembly lube left over from when we put that crank in there. So yeah, let's get this thing all cleaned up. Look at that. Pretty dirty. Even though this thing was, hot tank and all that good stuff, we just want to make sure we get all the stuff out of there. Any extra junk or crud, and stuff like that. Okay, looking good. I did go ahead and pick up one of these ring compressors. They make adjustable size ones, but those things are always a pain in the ass to use. So I went ahead and got this guy, so we can just set our piston right on top there and just kind of push her on through. A couple things here. Want to make sure we double check our ring orientation. Top compression is supposed to go somewhere like that. Bottom like so. Oil, oil. That one's good. Time to make a little bit of a mess. A little bit of oil here. I like using this stuff. It's got a lot of zinc in it, which really helps out with some engine stuff. I know it's a very technical term I just used there. Get everything all lubed up. Also, we need to go ahead and put a little bit of oil or assembly lube on our rod bearing. Okay. And we'll take this fella. Check for the last time, make sure our piston gaps are in the correct location. I'm just such a dysfunctional person, that's such a pain in the ass. Okay. Do that, just like so. Now ideally you'd like to have another person for this so they can kind of guide the rod onto the crank journal, which is obviously important. You don't want to sit that thing in there and have it all banged up. Push this guy in here. And there she is. Yeah. Oh, great. Okay. Looks good there. Piston one is in there. Let's go ahead and lube up this main cap. Look at these threads for the final time. Hopefully, final time. this a little. Bloop. Okay. We'll come in here a second. These guys in here. That's gonna do that 7 more times. Bit of oil. Oh, a lot of bit of oil. Shit, doesn't matter. Just be a little smoky when we start it up, maybe. Slightly. Okay. Double check our ring orientation for the last time, because hopefully we won't be seeing this again for a while. Ideally. This thing loaded up. Like so. Okay, there we go. Down we go. Okay, there's that. Just need to guide the rod onto the crank. Very gingerly. Just like that. So that's all we're doing right here. We're just kind of cinching this stuff down. It's going to hold it in place, you know, just nice and light. We will come back through and we're going to torque all these things down like we did before. Yeah. So we got 2 of them done. Let's keep on moving. We're just going to try to guide this down, doing our best not to nick anything. Just like that. Okay, there's that. Come in here with our crank, or not our crank, but our cap. You know, it probably would help if I could spin this crank so I can see what the hell I'm doing. I'll have to get me a bolt or something. Spin this engine over. Okay, just like that. Something like that. Okay. All right, guys, got all of our pistons installed. Time to go ahead and get these things torqued down. Yeah. That one's not going to fit. All right, we'll just do the ones we can get to right now. So these are torqued down. You gotta get this up to angle. We go 60 degrees. Okay. Well, we'll just assume that was 60. Seems like it. Okay. Back two are good. Now we don't have a rod bolt, not a rod bolt, but a harmonic balancer bolt to be able to spin this thing over nice and easy. It spins nice so far. Let's go ahead and knock out these ones while we got them up, we can get to them. That's a little much. Back that one off. Redo that here. That's good. Go over to angle. Okay, there's 60. So these ones are done. Number 7 and 8, and was that 3 and 4? Cylinders 1 and 2. Last one we gotta do is cylinders 5 and 6, and then we are done. Okay. All right, that's a wrap. Okay, we are all together on our bottom end. Looking nice. Sweet. All righty, looking good.